Welcome to North Dakota State Stadium. Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Kennesaw State Owls and the North Dakota State Bison. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
North Dakota State's head coach told me before the game, even though their opponent today is not ranked in the top 25, coach has been warning his players all week, do not overlook anyone. We have to be the best version of ourselves today. I'll keep you posted on how it's going at halftime. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. So North Dakota State lined up and ready to kick it away to get this thing started. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. So the Kennesaw State Owls offense onto the field for the first possession of the game. And David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
No, 100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't terrify this defense. We know that having talked to the defensive staff going into this game, but they have seen him flash before on film. They know he has the ability to make the wow play. For them to win this game, though, you get the sense he's going to have to make a few of those for this offense.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He'll pull it down, turning it on. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long. Kennesaw State right back to work.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Looking to throw for it. Hauls it in. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. And the Owls are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback. Using the quick game. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. That holding call might have knocked them out of field goal range for the moment. It's now 2nd and long. Unloads to the right. Complete downfield. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Got his man. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Kennesaw State coming out with another 1st down. Pulls it on the option. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is their sophomore quarterback who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on him. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quick release on the RPO. And the defense drags him down.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. Absolutely perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And now North Dakota State gets its first chance to go on offense. And here comes their freshman four-star quarterback. Last time out, a solid day in a victory, throwing for more than 200 yards and a couple of scores. The run inside. It's Mitchell. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Tight end now in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. At the 40, there he goes. Just what they needed. Huge explosive play as he takes it to the 33.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, 1st and 10 from the 33. They'll leave it with him. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the catch. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Now setting up shop in the red zone. Going to the run, it's Mitchell. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Can't get him to the ground. He's knocked down, short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
This defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that field goal is going to tie us up here in the first quarter.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
and he's coming out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's McFadden. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. There he goes. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Fires to the middle. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. North Dakota State sends the offense out ready to get things rolling on this drive. On the run, it's Mitchell. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. There's some room. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Offense getting set for 1st down. Here's a give to Washington. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
Winning 1st down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that 1st down.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Trying to set up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the right. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. The give, and he's looking for room behind the left tackle. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stem in the defensive line. They're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking the shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Right back to the well. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Now on third down after that run. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. They bring the punter onto the field now. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. The RPO, it's complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
To the air on second down. Got a man. It's Davis. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Takes it on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. You want to be physical with the quarterback, but you can't give up those roughing the passer penalties. It's 1st and 10. Breaks the tackle. And he was just showing off all of the slick moves before the defense finally got him on the ground.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. Wide receiver going in motion. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. He'll pull it down. Oh, he's got some space. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
This guy just gives you nightmares. He's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Running inside. It's Mitchell. Could be an alley. Tough, determined run. Gets it down to the 12. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run it. It's Mitchell. He's there to make the stop. Here they come on 3rd down, and the defense has had no answer so far. Now on the move. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone out.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, North Dakota State!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Ready to try the point after. And they knocked through the extra point for the 10-3 lead. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fakes to grab. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. There he goes. Open it up. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. On the ground, it's Mitchell. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab over the middle. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Mitchell. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking to fire. It's complete to the left. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. And they'll send 5 wide receivers out, maybe creating some room for the quarterback to run. This quarterback part of their running game. And he's in, pounding his way in for the score. Touchdown, North Dakota State.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it out. It's Randall. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
This has been a real fun game to call, guys, because we've got 2 quarterbacks that are getting it done on the ground. Both of these guys have had tremendous success. That time the defense wasn't in position. They weren't able to rally to him early enough, and you kind of get the feeling moving forward, whichever defense figures out the other running quarterback first, that's probably the team that wins.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Pulls it on the option. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute throwing and running the football.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop? Down right now before the half. They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Dumps it to the back. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The run inside. It's Mitchell. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. He breaks a tackle, and he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And the defense gives up the first down. And here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Got his man. Finding some room. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The defense's head may still be spinning. They're just outside the red zone now. 1st and 10 from the 22. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Grabbed in the middle. It's Washington. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. 3rd down coming, but we'll have to wait just a second. Offense wants to think things over. They call a timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. It's 3rd and 5. The snap sets up to throw. Got his man down the middle. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Splits the uprights. Good. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellas, welcome in to our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We begin our whip around with Florida, taking on the number 7 team, the Colorado Buffaloes. And it's the Gators, with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. They finally break into the win column after starting the year 0-3. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in Fargo. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
Kennesaw State ready to kick it off to start things here in the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man in the middle. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mitchell. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. From the gun, running back on the move. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening. From the red zone, looking for a receiver.
And wings it incomplete. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Running inside. It's Mitchell. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes, but fourth and short. Now, decision time, baby.
Dead center perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Kennesaw State will go on the attack, the offense onto the field. Their first possession of this third quarter, still trailing. Defense breaks into the open. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Puncks it out of the air. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Kennesaw State right back to work. Keeps it himself. Maybe some room here. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Line gets set, first down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Unloads quickly. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And with that, the chain gang will get busy. First down, Kennesaw State. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. This Kennesaw State offense is on the move. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Owls kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
They're going to ride this running back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on fourth down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time. Oh, they blocked the kick. That's a live ball.
Yeah, and a lot of times in field goal block, you load up one side, they load up the left side, push all the guys backwards, slip through the crack, get their hand up, and get the big block. Nice job.
North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. They've got a little more work to do after that holding call. It's second and long.
Blue 22, blue 22. Shift. Go.
Back to pass. Under fire. Setting up the screen. He's out past the 35. Makes the catch and he's free. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it and let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. Now the play fake. Right down the middle. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Offense goes on the attack on first and 10. The run inside. It's Mitchell. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Options galore here. Second and just a few inches. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Looking to pass inside the red zone. It's complete on the right side. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That's the senior safety being evaluated by medical personnel. Holly will let us know what's going on with him. 3rd and 4. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. I'm not sure this was ever a real decision. They'll go for it on 4th and inches. They'll go with Washington. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Guys, this could be a huge moment right here. Instead of giving up 3, you got a chance to get 7 with a 1st and goal. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, North Dakota State. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. Looking to throw. Under fire. Makes the grab in the end zone for the two as they extend the lead.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
Looking for blockers. Slips through the line. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Trying to escape and get it himself. It's a fumble. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. The pull and throw off the RPO. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. On the delay, it's McFadden. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Maybe a crease. Just keeps moving. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The option, he'll keep it. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. After 3 periods of play, and these two running backs have gone head-to-head. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Doing it himself again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have it.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. Got it right in the heart of the end zone. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're now down 31-17. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. 2nd down. They'll go to the air. Got it set up on the outside. Turning it on. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mitchell. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. And here comes the punt team. Handoff from the gun. He's past the 30, and he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Kennesaw State right back to work.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. And his throw is incomplete. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And that's a better job by this defense. That's exactly what they've got to start doing more. He's had a lot of success on the ground. It's apparent. He will take off and move. So how do we keep him in the pocket? Get him behind the line of scrimmage, fluster him a little bit, and don't let him use those wheels.
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
This has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him?
Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. That holding call threw him in reverse. Now it's 2nd and long. They'll move the tight end. Back to pass on 2nd down. Get it out on the screen. There he goes. Oh, what a caught. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains and the screen pass is effective.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
That last chunk play is one that'll really put a drive on the move. It's 1st and 10 from the 43. Here's a give to Washington.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Running inside, it's Mitchell. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. From the gun, wants to pass. Out of the backfield, he's open. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. The run inside, it's Mitchell. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching. Keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
And you hear people talk about the 4-minute offense all the time in football. What does that mean? That means you're getting first downs, running the clock, and just right now physically dominating up front. Nice job by this offense.
They'll move the wide receiver. A 1st down run in the red zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Yeah, and this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down.
Touchdown, North Dakota State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. And he's going to bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Gets rid of it. Got his man on the right. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Kennesaw State right back to work.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Finds his back in the middle. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. And the Owls peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. 1 touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on down.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Washington again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that was a big-time stop defensively. Being physical, creating a negative play on that last run. Now you're setting up 3rd down. This is the critical time. You've got to find a way to get off the field. You're trailing late in the game. Give it back to your offense to go see if they can score.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The punt team makes its way onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Wants to return it. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll start this drive going to the air. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
To the air on first down. He's looking deep. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. The offense lining up for a first down play. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, David.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks. You start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.